going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Hasan. Our broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day. It is Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. Summer is almost done, which is kind of crazy to think about because it kind of came and it passed very quickly. It was Slutty Boy Summer, as you guys know, and I've been participating with that. I've been participating on the Slut Boy Summer attitude, bringing the Slut Boy Summer attitude to the fucking party every goddamn day, as you guys know. But folks, this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hasan Hasan. I'm Parker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, let me tell you what has happened. Last night, a lot of people exited the broadcast when I started playing video games because they have absolutely zero zero interest in video games at all. So they just kind of bail. They kind of leave immediately, right? As soon as I start playing video games, but it's their fucking mistake. Let me tell you why. Nah, don't do the no spoiler shit. I don't really give a fuck, okay? Y'all liars, bro. You just don't want to watch me game, and it's fine. You don't want to watch me thrive. But what you're missing out on is some of the most incredible Gamba upsets of all time. Let me tell you something, okay? There were like 4 bosses that I one-tapped in a row that literally caused a dramatic restructuring in the way that points are allocated on this broadcast last night. Like, I'm talking, there was one where it was like 55 million to like 11 million, like 55 million points on the doubter side, 11 million on the believer side. And I just fucking kept clapping, dude. I'm up 400K is crazy. Yeah. Not because of video games, but because this video game was made by fucking assholes. Sad to see you not giving a shit about it. I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm a feminist. My religion forbids me from watching Wukang. I've never even investigated like what the Wukang developers said about women, but it's ironic because like the fucking Wukang story is like there's an entire space where like, you know, women have a no men zone and shit. Like the story itself is not exactly anti-feminist. Like, did they actually say something or something? Like, or did this like completely get out of hand, lost in the translation type shit? You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't really care. Even if they were like no women allowed, like no women are allowed to play my game, I would still play it. Like because well, 1, I'm not a woman, and 2, I'm a misogynist, and 3, the game is good. Like, I don't care. And like a lot of you, dude, come on, let's be real. There's like, I mean, people are saying it's malicious or literally buying into Gamergate bullshit for your information. What do you mean it's malicious? What's malicious? No, dog, we left because Great Sage Heaven equals Sun Wukong is a fraud and loses to the real GOAT. Yeah, we're going to talk about Muhammad, okay? Like, don't worry. I'll get there in a second. Chat literally plays games with even worse developers. They just don't know. Ridiculous. Yeah. So Game of the Year contender. I don't know if it's a Game of the Year contender, but I will say it is it is the most dialed in 8.9 out of 10 game I've played so far. Does that make sense? Like, it is so perfect. Like, I don't know if it's Game of the Year, right? But it is so perfect. Like, it's phenomenal. It's fun. It's constant cinema. It's constant kino. It's constant fucking combat. Great boss battles. One thing I will say, this is a criticism that I've seen from a lot of people saying like, oh, it's the Spam X simulator. I would say that the combat mechanics are nowhere near as expansive as From Software games are in terms of like all of the million different things you can do. Like if From Software games are basically like, if it's a little shallow in comparison to like the complicated mechanics that you can get out of From Software games, but like it is I would say that it's better than God of War. I like it more than God of War. I think God of War focuses too much on like watching God of War feels too much like a AAA Marvel title. Playing Wukong is like watching RRR. Does that make sense? Like it's got what like God of War has the feeling of a very well put together Marvel AAA title, right? Not like one of the shitty ones, like a good one, right? Wukong, on the other hand, is like watching RRR, where it's like it's the fighting is like insane. It's very anime, and it's got like a feeling of passion that I think is missing from a lot of Western productions in that in that similar vein. Yeah, it's just indulgent fun. Yes, better than God of War. You're smoking crack, dog. No, I like it more than God of War. I will say that. And it could be because, I don't know, God of War fighting comes across as a little repetitive, whereas Wukong it hasn't made me feel that way yet. Wait, I'm talking about Ragnarok for the record. I'm not talking about the 2018 version of God of War. I was talking about Ragnarok for the most part. The one that I didn't finish. What about the story? I like the story. I think I would say Shadow of Erdtree clears Wukong. I mean, I think like Elden Ring is still better, and Shadow of Erdtree is still better than Wukong overall. There is no, but I'm a dick rider. Like you will never get me to. Like, I will always tell you, fucking From Software games are just peak. Like, replaying Elden Ring has made me recognize that it is just, like, the best game. Like, I think Elden Ring, the base game, might be the best game ever made. The most complete game. It's peak. An absolute fucking masterpiece. You don't say thank you for subs? Brother, I have like 70,000 subs. If I said thank you to each individual subscriber that's subscribing right now or resubscribing, I would have to be saying thank you the entire stream. That would be a thank you stream. You know, I do thank the gifted subs, or try to, but I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible for you guys. It's a balance that I have to make. Although I am very grateful for those of you who do subscribe, of course. But yeah. Anyway, it was great. It's a great game. I'm really enjoying it. So I'll tell you that much. Okay, I'm really fucking enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Probably because I'm really enjoying it. Possibly because I'm a hater of women, all things women. So. Is every new game these days a Demon Souls reskin? I don't know about that, but I wouldn't hate it until they like farm it too hard and it gets fucking annoying. There's a lot of copycats out there. The industry does have a tendency to fall into metas, and right now the meta is absolutely From Software style games. Anyway, so. Have you played Sekiro, or will you play it? Yes. I still maintain the position that Sekiro is the hardest From Software game due to a couple different mechanics that you can utilize in other From Software games, whereas in Sekiro you cannot. And I think that other speedrunners also agree with me on this as well. I love Sekiro. It's incredible. It is a different From Software games, more of a rhythm game than it is a other speedrunners. Sorry, I meant like speedrunners I've talked to. I don't know what. Guys, ESL, give me a break. ESL, you know I'm not a fucking speedrunner. Sometimes I say things wrong, okay? It's okay. It's going to be all right. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, after Wukang ended the broadcast, hung out with the fam, and we're about to finish the Wyatt Earp documentary on Netflix. Woke up in the morning early, went to work out, got the chest pumping. Got to work out and get the chest pumping, and we're here. There's not much going on other than that. Velve should sponsor Hasan to play Deadlock. He got them a lot of viewers with Valorant. Yeah, true. Yeah, I got Velve a lot of viewers with Valorante. Brother, you are perfectly fluent. I don't think claiming ESL is the strongest defense you can use. Yeah, I am perfectly fluent, but English is still my second language. And having said that, I do sometimes have issues, with certain words. Like, that doesn't change the reality, That's so funny because that's so funny to be like, yeah, dude, sorry, doesn't count. You know what I mean? Do Turkish speakers say you have an American accent when you speak Turkish? No, but I will say my Turkish has gotten significantly worse over the years. Like, because the less I speak Turkish, the worse it's gotten for sure. Like, it takes a while for me to. Sometimes if I want to talk about something complex, specifically politics in Turkish with my dad, I have a hard time. I recognize that, and it frustrates me a little bit. You have to remember though, for the first 18 years of my life, I grew up in Turkey, lived in Turkey, spoke Turkish exclusively almost. And now, as I'm nearing the halfway point of my life of the second 18 years, it is getting harder and harder. I think I am somewhat forgetting Turkish a little bit, which is not good. I still don't think I have an accent, but some words I sometimes will like literally try to add English words if I cannot remember the Turkish word. Whereas the irony is you were on Australian TV again. I'm on Australian TV again? Where? Oh, this is the last part of this news package, political influencers. Okay, we'll talk about that. That's how I feel when I talk on politics with my dad too, but we're both native English speakers. I'm dumb. No, I'm saying halfway point is in like first 18 years. Once I get to 36, I will have officially lived in America for longer than I've lived in Turkey. Does that make sense? Like first 18 years of my life, I grew up and lived and spoke Turkish, lived in Turkey, spoke Turkish. And once I get to 36 in 3 years, I will officially have lived the same amount of time in the United States of America as I have in Turkey. You know? The boys already spoke about it. It's like a 3-second clip. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I will become fully Americanized at that point. But yeah, that's it. Do you think completely in English? Depends. If I'm in Turkey, I speak Turkish for an extended period of time. I'm going to be thinking in Turkish. When when I'm in America, I think in English. Let me tell you how American I feel, as a matter of fact. Last night, I was dreaming that I was playing football. That's how fucking American. I've never played football in my life. and it made me feel like it made me feel more American than ever. Really odd question. Do you ever dream in Turkish? When I'm in Turkey, it does. Yeah. All right. Anyway, what position? Wide receiver. Which is weird because like I think I'm too big, right? And not fast enough. Nowhere near explosive enough to play wide receiver, but like I got a tight end build. Or at least that's what people tell me. I don't really know enough about football to understand that, but yeah, that's it. That's all we got for today.